Por el fuego, el carbono, me va a decir que sí, que es un payaso mi escenario atacará, y también la vida. Dona, dona, dona,
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, and welcome. I'm back. I know you missed me. It's the Cure in the background. You better know the album. Alright, good. You know it's pornography. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. Doing a little promo for the DONAD CHRONICLES MEGA SHOw. I've been told that I'm not very, as with DONAD, I'm not very receptive, or that I don't bring my audience in, because it's like, I mean, I'm an artist, and you just have to appreciate the artistry that you're witnessing in the moment. And I mean, there's not much more I can say at this time, but I will extenuate and pontificate through the mastication of my mouth without putting food in it, or at a buffet. For I will give out the essence of the buffet of the DONAD Chronicles. Now see, with what we do in improv, it's a connection with others. And in a continuation of that simple aspect of yes and making your partner look good and having fun, I have not erased any of those rules per se, because the third rule is there are no rules. And since I walk on a tightrope with the DONAD Chronicles, and since like a friend of mine said, this is something that I need to do, and Patty's right. So I walk on that tightrope alone, by myself, attempting to connect in the ether that lays around, and connect, for yes, everything of improv and life is in the windows to the soul, the eyes. And for the eyes hold everything. For if it wasn't for the eyes, we would be blind. But the blind man or woman sees more than the average everyday person who doesn't see anything at all. Look at John Milton. Do you know who John Milton is? Yes, you're right. He wrote Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained. Good books of poetry. Anyway, in my illustrious, award-winning careers thus far of improv, because, you know, I got all these in the last 3 years, I always keep them with me just as a reminder, even though I did throw this one against the wall and it's so sturdy, holds me up. My outstanding duo with Kidney Spleen, for we were the best. But all you hipster potamuses know that. That was a pun, or a reference towards one of my favorite groups, Hipsterpotamus. Check them out when you can. Anyway, now, with another person, you have to go with their limitations upon their knowledge of everything that's going on. And in the chaos of the moment, things will happen that you will never see, especially with one person, 3 people, or a group of people. For you come together in that group mind. Now, when you have one, everything is going through you that you have learned with not only people that you have been with up to that moment, but all of everyone in that audience is flowing in the ether all around. And everything is dancing in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. And you are having, in an essence, or in a truth, an authentic touch, a fuck, a love. Not only with yourself, because it is a selfish need, this one-person prov, but you're breaking away from the ego and the pain of the self, and you're flowing with the audience, for they, without even knowing, are creating what you're doing. For, in a sense, having others with you, you're negating the audience because you're playing with each other, metaphorically, physically, and ironically. But with yourself, you're out there naked, metaphorically, physically, and ironically, touching, fucking, being with that audience, bringing them into you as they're coming into you, washing themselves inside of you, and you're washing themselves inside of them. There's a moment that only lasts in that moment, never to be seen or heard from again. For it would be like having a reunion with people that you want, with strangers that you went to go see a movie with, that you didn't know they were going to see the movie, and a year later you have a reunion. That can't happen, and it happens serendipitously, at times without you knowing. But it's in the unknowing that was pre-written before any of us existed in this finite consciousness. For it is in that moment of time that forever lasts in everyone's shared consciousness, thus creating a wonderful piece of momentary theater that is written together, whether we see it or we don't. Thus is all of improv, all of life, for nothing lasts forever. Nothing is permanent. .net. Check out SteelCityImprov.com for classes and shows. And never forget to go on Sundays to go see Prima Volta, one of the most amazing musical improv troupes to ever graced us with their presence. Peace. I must now return to the reading of my book. Sayonara.